Wait, what are we going to start the show with? We're not allowed to use copyrighted music anymore.
Oh, shit. Did you get any submissions?
No, we had that contest idea, but no one cares.
Our $1 million contest?
Yeah,
no one
submitted any music.
No one submitted for $1 million?
Yeah, we don't have an upNXT theme song.
Fuck.
Oh, wait. There's that one thing we got made.
No, we don't. Really? That thing?
Yeah, let's play it.
Okay.
First time in a long time, but it seems like just yesterday when we were side by side. Beast mode, no one's blocking our way. These other guys tried it, but them man ain't got the skills of Braden and Davie, brazen and raging, bringing you the thrills and spills. Who is the best? Now that what is easy, coming with a champion sound. Relentless flow, and there ain't no stopping me. It's best for you to tap out. When I get on the warpath, laying the smackdown, a rumble will ensue. Herrington so ahead of them, Portman, take a Portman, that's a culture view. First time in a long time, but back like I never left. Taking each day as it comes, you know me, I don't read ahead. Watch me burn down everything, BBE on the TV set. When I'm in control on the road, you can never really know what's up next.
Hello.
Hello.
Wow, you hear that? That sounds good.
That was good.
What is
catchy.
That? Ooh.
Catchy.
Ooh.
Yeah. I like that.
That is the upNXT theme song.
Yes.
Welcome to upNXT.
What do you think?
Yeah.
You like it? That's good.
Braden Herrington here with Davie Portman for upNXT, postwrestling.com every Thursday. You can find us wherever you get your podcast. But that is our new upNXT theme song.
Yes.
We're trying to move away from copyrighted material here at Post Wrestling. So we decided to have a contest for a theme song. No one sent anything. So you know what happens when no one sends anything? You do it yourself.
Yeah.
So I went to my friend Shaheen.
Okay.
Playing bands with him for years. He plays guitar like a madman. I said, listen to this. And I sent him a few wrestling themes. I said, do something like that. Can you send me a guitar riff like that? He's like, yeah, sure. So he sends me back that. We take that guitar riff. We send it to your pal.
Yep.
Dean.
My mate Dean.
We said, hey, Dean, rap on this. So he did.
He's like, what do you want us to say? I was like, no, just throw in some of our catchphrases on a name and then the rest is up to you. And
voila.
Voila.
We did it.
It's nice knowing talented people who just, you can give a little description and it comes out how you want it.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is pretty much what we both had in our head.
Yeah.
As an idea. Two very talented people. Well, three talented people. Dean worked on it with his friend Patrick.
Yeah.
I'm going to give them a little plug.
For sure.
Follow them. They do have music out. They've got on all streaming platforms, so
awesome.
like Apple Music and Spotify. Look for Forward Always. That's my friend's album. He is at Warren Dizzle, and his buddy is at PXCH.LDN.
Awesome.
Look up those guys. Got a lot of really good stuff. That new album's just dropped, and he's done this as a fave for us, and I think it sounds fantastic.
Awesome. I got to send him some beats then.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, my friend Shaheen doesn't, again, similar thing, doesn't really know wrestling or anything. I was like, hey, can you play guitar? Can you just make me something? And then I put it all together, send it over to him, and it was like a whole creative process. I love doing music and stuff like that, so, it's not a trap beat, but it works for our show, so it fits really well.
It does.
So this is the new theme song to our show.
If anyone has been like quietly working away,
we'll still play stuff.
We still want music on our shows, so send it in. Like we're not like this is our theme, but we can. You know us, we play like 3 songs a week usually.
We need some stuff.
We do need stuff. So if you were working on something, please don't be disheartened. Like do send it in.
Awesome.
But I'm assuming no one is.
Yes, this is upNXT, and you can find us at postwrestling.com. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play,
Spotify
Podcasts, and
YouTube.
Follow us.
Yeah.
Do you know our channel?
It's BDE Official.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. Go follow that. Go follow us on all the things.
We got a brand new webcam that we haven't played with yet.
Right. We did order something on Amazon, probably drunk, and it showed up. And now we have a new webcam. So we got to try that out, and we'll do YouTube videos too.
If our tailgate doesn't sell like we hope it does, there's always webcam modeling we can do.
Ooh, you'd probably be all right at that. I think I'd be
people into everything, all sorts.
True.
Yeah.
Like you're like I call you the Game Shark because you're a Brit living in Canada. You have an accent. Instantly, you're hot here. Like no, nothing. You have a British accent. Girls love you. So I feel like if you did that on the
I
web,
don't think it's girls we'd get watching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, I would get a different crowd.
Yeah.
Because I learned that I am a bear.
Okay.
Or a cub or something along those lines.
I've been told I'm an otter.
Yes, I've been called that too, but I don't think that's right. Again, I'm just going off of what I've been told, but it was Pride this week.
It was.
So what a way to
segue.
Wow, that was organic. I learned that I am a type for certain people.
Yep.
A big hairy dude. Works out. We should go on webcam, but not for those not for those reasons. Maybe not for those reasons. Before we actually start, I should probably plug my laptop in. It's about to die.
Oh, okay.
So we should do that. How are you?
I'm pretty
going
good.
on?
It's my Saturday today.
It's your Saturday?
I finished a 5-day stint at work, and
Right. It is the same for me, actually.
Now I'm off
This
for
is
a
my
couple of
weekend.
days.
So what do we do on our spare time? Watch wrestling and talk about it.
Yeah.
That's what we do, and record podcasts.
But yeah, I'm good. As you said, we went to the Pride Parade,
Yeah.
which is always a lot of fun.
This city's crazy. Like a week ago, we went to the Raptors parade.
Yeah.
We got our crazy sunburns. And the Raptors thing was nuts. Like the craziest parade ever. It was like 3 million people. The Pride parade, obviously still crazy, but not as crazy as the Raptors, I'd say, just because...
Oh, yeah, no.
But I always love Pride weekends, because, like, the parties are crazy. Like, them gays, they know how to party. No, but, like it's always so much fun.
It's a really, like, positive feeling in the city. Everyone's happy, everyone's having fun.
Right.
There's never, like, the kind of... I'm never aware of fights and crime and stuff. I'm sure it happens, but
Yeah.
other festivals happen in the city. You're aware of a lot of stuff. Even obviously the Raptors thing. There was the incident that happened, but just in bars and stuff, like a fight broke out at my bar, and that never happens. Pride doesn't kind of bring that out of people.
It's all about love.
Good. It's all about love.
It's all about love, baby.
Yeah.
We went to the parade. We got to see Justin Trudeau.
Yeah,
That was literally the
just
first...
as we turned up.
Literally the first person I lock eyes with, he's like looking, and I'm like, oh, wait a second, that's Justin Trudeau. That was really funny. We went to the parade. We saw there was water guns. We had some wine in the
ciders.
streets. Yeah, we were just jonesing around. We were just hanging around. And then afterwards, I went. You had to go to work.
I did, yeah.
So I went to Church Street. Like the real party was
nice.
there. And
Yeah.
The best part is, like, they just set up DJs in the streets.
Yeah.
You don't even need to go into anywhere. You just walk around.
Oh, I don't want to go in the bars.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
so crazy. Like, just go in the streets and dance.
And
have fun.
it was nuts. Some DJ, I was with my friend Tony, and he's like an older, like, Italian dude.
Yeah, I know Tony.
And all of a sudden, like, there was like a reggaeton beat started playing, and he just started losing his mind. And I was like, you like this kind of music? And he's like, oh, like, this is what I put on when I cook. I'm like, okay, let's go to this DJ. So we ended up being like this like little Spanish dance party reggaeton thing going on, and then as soon as that like set ended, the next DJ came on and he started playing straight 90s music.
Nice.
Like Venga Boys, like all that shit you just went to.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool. It was the day right after that. And I was like, cool, I get to have my own little... I didn't get to go to the 90s thing.
No, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, what happened? Because I heard that there's...
There have been... John spoke about it a bit on his show, and I don't think he was, by the sounds of it, quite aware of how badly organised it was. So they did this thing, they did drink tokens.
Yeah, I hate that.
So you have to buy drink tokens to buy a drink.
That's just so stupid, because then you gotta wait in line twice.
Which you've got to wait in line twice. And to be fair, whenever I went, I didn't have to wait long to get tokens.
Sure.
That was the easy part. The problem was, they completely ran out of alcohol.
Oh, God.
And they weren't refunding people their drink tokens.
Oh, I'd lose my mind.
So I bought, like, I think over the course of the day, I bought $100 worth of drink tokens.
Sure.
And
so $2, 2 drinks.
Yeah. It was $10 a drink.
Okay, fair.
And I'm in the line for they had these nice, like I think they're called Socialite or something. They're like peach vodka. There's a peach one, there's a grapefruit one.
Yeah.
Like neutrals. They're really nice, and especially a hot day like Saturday, just really refreshing.
They're from the 90s, too.
For sure. So I'm in the line for that when they ran out of alcohol. And I've just got like $50 worth of drink tokens.
Oh, no.
And there's word going around that they're not refunding it. They're not telling people to leave the line, and I'm so close to the front.
Sure.
So I'm with our friend Aiden, and we're going, shall we leave? What should we do? And we go, well, look, we can still enjoy the music from here. Like, it wasn't a band we were particularly, I think it was Right Said Fred or whatever. Like,
yeah, that one sounds the worst.
Yeah. So, like, we can still watch it and hear it from here. There are people around us having a good time. I'd rather wait in line because they're eventually going to have to get...
They have to have it.
Alcohol.
You paid for something.
Like,
you have to
they ran out hours and hours before the end of the day. They've got to get something.
They had to have realized if you had bought tickets but then they don't have any, that's a lot of trouble. Yeah.
So we waited in line, I think, for about an hour because we were right at the front. And we were like, what we don't want to happen is leave and then them go, we've got alcohol again. Rejoin a line and be like way at the back.
And they brought alcohol. They went and bought alcohol.
So they went to, I guess, the nearest LCBO, bought as much as they could, brought it back.
Wow.
I mean, I just think things like that overstock. They're doing these festival things every week. They had, like, Burger Fest last week.
Okay.
Hodor from Game of Thrones is DJing there.
Weird.
In a couple of weeks.
Weird flex.
Yeah.
Weird flex.
Like, if you've got leftover alcohol, you sell it the next week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is their biggest selling event. They know the numbers.
Okay, well, what about the music? What was the?
I can't really remember much of the music. To be honest, I just really enjoyed being in a car park with friends, getting drunk on a summer's day.
Cause
no, those Venga Boys were probably my highlight. Okay. They were a lot of fun.
Nice.
That's when we actually started like getting in there and dancing and things.
Sure, yeah.
We didn't watch all of Aqua. Because our friend Talisa works at a bar called Brooklyn, which just closed. She was working the closing night, and we were like, by that time we'd been drinking since like 12 in the morning. And like Aqua, like obviously you're not going to play all your hits in one go, but they were like doing ballads and stuff.
Oh.
I'm sorry, like it's now 10:30. We've been here in this car park for like 7 hours. I don't want to hear an Aqua ballad that I've never heard of before.
You want to hear the good shit.
I want to hear the good shit.
Jones
and even if it's shit I don't know, I still want like dancey, upbeat music to keep me going. And we were like, where's Barbie Girl? Where's...
Right. Well, I imagine they end every set ever with
for
Barbie
sure.
Girl, right?
But like,
Candyland,
I don't want this slow stuff.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Like at this
I
point
wanted to see
night,
Prozac. I'm a big fan of the band Prozac.
They kicked it off. They were fun.
Yeah, they're pretty good. He's the cartoon guys, but they got like actual talent, I'd say.
I mean, to be honest, out of all the acts, we were saying yesterday, they could have brought out anyone. Because really, I have no idea what anyone looks like.
For which? For
all of them.
Any of the bands?
Yeah.
Well, and years have gone by, dude.
Completely, years have gone by, and they're not singing anway. They're all just miming to a click track and dancing around.
I was going to say, that's
like,
kind of
you could have, like... Yeah. Like, you could have gone on and be Right Said Fred and just...
I am too sexy.
And people would have just lost their minds.
People usually lose their minds when I jump on stage anyways, so... but it still sounds like
you come
fun.
on and go, hi guys, I need some help here, I don't really know this one. And then just start singing Taylor Swift.
You're exposing my karaoke secrets. You can't do that.
My friends dragged me here, I'm not really good at this sort of stuff.
So I like to do that at karaoke. I like to pretend, I like to feel out the crowd, and if I don't, if no one knows me at a new bar, I pretend I don't know the lyrics to a song, and then I sing them, and then destroy it and slay. It's awesome.
That's someone who I saw at Pride as well, Karaoke Man.
Yes.
Handlebar.
Yeah, I just saw him down the street literally yesterday.
He was wearing a banana t-shirt and banana shorts.
He wears matching tracksuits of whatever, if the top, it always matches. Like, he was wearing, does he have the ramen one as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's interesting.
I kind of dig it.
Yeah, he karaoke's at the comedy bar down the street.
He does it there as well? Yeah. Nice.
He's our guy. He loves us.
He's fun. He's fun.
It's just weird, because you went to a 90s thing, and then I went to see the movie called Toy Story.
Oh.
And then Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman were for WWE again. What year is it?
Yeah.
What year is it?
This is crazy.
You went to see Aqua? We saw Toy Story's #1, and Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff are in the thing.
So yeah, Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff have been named executive directors, I believe. Yeah, executive directors, and will run WWE TV.
Yeah, Raw and SmackDown.
Eric Bischoff is in charge of SmackDown, and Paul Heyman in charge of Raw.
Crazy.
I think people would have expected... Other way round.
It's more interesting this way.
I think it's more interesting, and I think...
how crazy is that? It's you know why this is happening? Because Because AEW.
Like, they
It has to be.
They're aware. Like, look how much they've thrown at the wall in the last year.
And it's not worked.
And it's not working. They're trying different things. And I don't think they're looking in the right direction.
Yeah.
I think this is interesting. I hope... It says they'll run TV. I'm hoping Vince is going to be like, okay...
Do it.
See what you can do for a month without me stepping in, or something like that.
And it'll be amazing.
And see what changes. I'm super excited about Heyman running Raw.
Yeah.
I think that's super interesting. There was a tweet I read, which I think is brilliant.
Right.
I'm going to load it up here. It says, "We're about to live in a world where Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff lead WWE into battle against a rival wrestling promotion on TNT."
It's crazy.
That's fucked.
I know, it's so insane. It's so nuts. Like, what the fuck? I would have thought that maybe AEW would go after Bischoff, but they don't want to go with that WCW route.
Oh, I don't think
so. They don't do. They
Bischoff,
don't. Yeah, they don't. And then WWE's like, well, fuck, we gotta do something. So they hired him back. I think it's a good look.
Yeah, I think
it'll be interesting.
I hope they get given full control, and I hope they have time to like develop stuff. I think people tend to, the way I look at ratings and things, people tend to go, oh, this segment did bad. Maybe I'm wrong here, but this segment did bad and this week was low. It was because it was a poor episode. I'm like, well, if people aren't tuning in, it's because last week's was shit.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
If I watch something, if I see a bad movie and the sequel comes out, I'm not going to see the sequel because the first one sucked.
That's right.
And that's where I think a rating spike isn't going to happen straight away.
Sure.
And where WWF won originally was them trusting that we're not going to win overnight, but we've just got to have a strong product and build and build.
That's exactly what they need to do. Because, like, as regular fans, they don't look at what does it matter to me what their ratings are? That doesn't affect my life at all. It really doesn't. What the ratings are on a wrestling show. What affects me is if I tune in and I like it.
Yeah,
that's what affects me. That's what affects most of the listeners, most of the people who watch. So it's like, yeah, if I tune in and I see a arm wrestling match, and then I tune in again and I see a tug of war. Like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. Like, do better than this. So then they brought out The Undertaker. And you know what? I lost my mind when the gong gets me, though.
It does, yeah.
We went to the Raw after Mania.
Yeah.
And that one got me. That one, me and our friend Matt Ross, we jumped out of our goddamn seat. But then I realized, oh, it's The Undertaker. Now I gotta wait 5 minutes for him to get to the ring.
I feel every match of his in the last 5 years has been him trying to erase the memory of the match before.
Sure. Which is fair, because his last match is not good.
His match before that wasn't good.
I know you're excited for his match at Extreme Rules, which I didn't realize was a pay-per-view. I literally asked you. I was like, wait, is there another pay-per-view before SummerSlam?
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround. Did you watch Stomping Grounds?
I skimmed through it.
It was pretty good. It was
I watched
pretty decent.
Ricochet and Joe really tore it down, to be honest. I like that match. But
I think the pay-per-views as a whole have been pretty solid. It's just creative going into it every week. Like, the talent's there. Like when Seth was bragging about the talent in the company, he's not wrong. They've got the talent there.
I'm sorry. If I'm Paul Heyman who's running Raw?
Paul Heyman.
All right, cool. If I'm Paul Heyman, Monday night, depending when you're listening to this, Monday night, Paul Heyman comes out and goes, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, you're going to have that match tonight, because that's not a pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
Sorry. Baron Corbin should have been cut fucking 2 pay-per-views ago. Why is he still fighting for the title? No, cut that and make a new thing now. Like, that's what I would do. Mm-hmm. And the crowd would, like, react so amazing, because it's such a thing. But let's change things now. Just
launch someone.
Yeah.
Put Cedric Alexander in the main event.
Do it.
Why not? Like,
just do something completely different than what you're doing.
And we've seen them do it a few times in the past, and it works. It gets interest. Like when Finn Balor was drafted straight away to Raw.
Right.
Was beat Roman in his first night.
Yes.
And then went on to challenge for the title at SummerSlam. That's awesome. I think it's that time of the product's in a place right now where they should just have Buddy Murphy go for the title. Whoever, let's make someone exciting.
Right. Yeah.
And I like that they seem, I don't know if desperate's the right word, but trying loads of different things.
They should.
Because they're aware they're they have a shit product right now.
They do.
But then there's glimmers of hope with like the Firefly Funhouse and stuff like that. That's something that shows if you let people be creative, they can have something decent.
Yeah, I guess we gotta wait and see. But I'm interested in seeing, because I haven't watched the main roster since Mania. Like,
I've watched it very little.
Yeah, exactly. So it just shows like, and we're you know, they want to make money off us, but they're not doing a good job at the moment.
No.
So instead, we watch NXT, and that's what we talk about every week. I mean, that's our show. Just leave that show alone.
Yeah.
please don't put that on 2 hours on prime time. Don't do any. Just leave it alone.
So WH tweeted us.
He said there's a rumor that NXT is going to turn into the old game version, the game show version,
like running kegs.
Yeah,
kegs, and
can't wait
on Fox, right?
On Fox.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
If it does, I'm done.
We will not be reviewing that show. You can follow us on our socials, and goodbye.
We wish you the best in future endeavors. Really. Is there anything else that's going on? I'm trying to remember what's going on in the world of wrestling. I know that the AEW shows, there's one this weekend.
There's Fyter Fest.
Yes. Are you going to be watching it?
I will be watching with Wei.
Yes.
And we'll be doing a live show, like as soon as it's finished, going over Fyter Fest.
Right. Now, are you going to watch Fight for the Fallen?
Oh, so this is the other big news.
Yes.
WWE have announced that they're going to be doing a special Evolve show live on the network, which happens to clash with Fight for the Fallen.
They don't care about gun control. Twitter's just on some shit.
Oh, it's been a week.
Okay, let's talk about that event, and then we'll go to Twitter. So, Fight for the Fallen is happening July 13th on a Saturday. WWE now has announced that on the network, the Evolve 10-year anniversary is going to go head-to-head with that show on the network. Again, an Evolve show on the network because it is featuring such stars of NXT. I believe the main event that night is Adam Cole versus Akira Tozawa for the NXT Championship in Evolve. Then you also have, I believe it is Matt Riddle versus Drew Gulak announced for this card. I don't know the rest of the card. I can tell you that I want to watch this show.
I think we should cover this.
So get this. So if WWE can go head to head with AEW, then you know what that means? We got to go head to head with John and Wei.
Because they care about gun control.
They do.
They do. We don't give a shit.
So I say it's NXT.
Yeah.
The NXT champion's defending the title. Therefore,
we gotta watch it.
We gotta watch it. So
if only we lived in a world where you could watch one event and then on some digital streaming service watch the other event afterwards. Really, this isn't an issue anymore. When people are what? Which one am I going to watch? You fucking watch both. You want to watch both? You watch both.
It's pretty true. I do want to watch the AEW.
Oh, I'm completely going to watch the AEW.
We cover NXT. I think we should do that as a show.
Absolutely.
So would you be down to do that
Absolutely.
as a show? All right, so you heard it here first. Look for our upNXT Evolve review.
Will this be the first time Evolve has been covered on Post Wrestling?
It very well could be.
Exciting stuff.
It's what a time.
Yeah.
But before we go into NXT, let's talk about Twitter.
Okay.
You can follow me at the Braden.
And me at Davie Portman.
Because I'm guaranteed I say some stupid shit on the internet. 100%. However, Seth Rollins and Will Ospreay. Jeez. What's going on? What's going on with that stuff? Is Seth Rollins okay? Is Seth Rollins, Vince McMahon's all right, now say this. Say this now.
I feel like Vince might have gone you know what, ruffle up some feathers.
Maybe. That would make more sense.
I don't think it's been, scripted by anyone for Seth to say. I think these are his words.
Definitely his words, because they're not good.
But
he's not good at this. Will Ospreay, we've talked about this. I love Will Ospreay. And on this show, you always say that he's just kind of a weird guy on Twitter. He's kind of a dick, as a lot of people say about him on Twitter. But his wrestling is amazing. Now, all of a sudden, he's getting the upper hand on Twitter to the WWE champion, essentially, the Universal Champion. It's just crazy. I thought his tweet about the little guy and something about getting a shirt in an extra small So fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's little comments like that. So Will Ospreay, get that bag, man. He's selling shirts with little guy on it now. It's just crazy. What a time. I love Will Ospreay, and I like Seth Rollins, and this is rubbing me the wrong way.
It's rubbing me the wrong way as well, because I think Seth has been a representative of, similar to how, like, Bryan and Punk were.
Yes.
That he was an indie guy who cut his teeth in the indies, worked in the indies for years, in a different time period, wouldn't have made it in WWE at all.
Not at all.
But, like, they overlooked his size and stuff, and he's worked, and he's bulked up, and he's got better in the ring, and is putting on great matches. I feel it's kind of shitting on where he came from.
Exactly. It's exactly doing that. I just find it weird. I like him. I think he's been a great WWE superstar. Like, he's filled this role well, but I can't tell you the last time I had match of the year with Seth Rollins in the name. He has good matches, don't get me wrong, but I can name 5 matches this year with Will Ospreay that I've watched. And that's not me being a smarky dude who loves New Japan Wrestling because it's not WWE. But realistically, like, Will Ospreay is one of my favorite wrestlers to watch. I put on Will Ospreay matches when my friends come over who don't watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, hey, check this shit out. And they fucking go nuts. I can't go pull up Baron Corbin and Seth and go, hey, check this shit out. It's not the same thing. So Seth Rollins needs to check himself.
But I think it is also something... We know how crazy the wrestling world is.
Sure.
If in a couple of years' time these guys are in the same promotion, this is awesome stuff to draw on.
Hey, what do I always say? My fantasy booking, Will Ospreay in the WWE
with Ricochet,
Ricochet, where Ricochet, finally wins something. He does something, and the lights go out, and it's Will Ospreay who appears. That's what's got to happen. He's gonna sign eventually, but the dude just bought a thing in Tokyo, so he's cool. He's gonna be chilling in Japan for a while. He can stay there, but it's interesting.
It is.
They're fighting.
I mean, it's entertaining. I'm saying, like, with you, because I really like Seth Rollins. He's one of my favorites.
I know, you love him,
WWE.
He's not one of my favorites.
And I'm just like, come on.
Yeah, you're better than
Especially when he's kind of... He's
acting like he was the one who someone said some shit, but really Ospreay didn't say anything to him.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is the one who brought up money, and as soon as you do that, everyone hates you.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't have done that, man. I don't know. He should talk to Becky, get his Twitter game going, and then sort it out.
Yeah, because he's losing each one.
He's losing every single
Will Ospreay owns him.
Yeah. Ospreay is terrible at Twitter, so it's like I understand how this is happening. If I'm Vince or if I'm Paul Heyman, I'd be on the phone already with Will Ospreay booking for SummerSlam. Like, yo, I know you're in the G1, but come wrestle and do this, because that'd be nuts. Dream match, I guess. Seth, maybe it's all it's all a booking,
long-term booking.
Yeah, it's all a plan to get us. It's crazy. Will Ospreay to WWE confirmed. Last night.
Yeah.
It was late. I didn't watch NXT yet, and I was like, better watch NXT. But then you messaged me and you're like, oh, I'm coming home from work. I'm like, oh wait for you. We'll watch NXT together. You get home. You're like, do we have anything to drink? I'm like, no, not really. You're like, do we have anything to eat? I'm like, no, not really. So we start watching NXT, and I had a bottle of, like, not good champagne, but, like, just a bottle of champagne that's literally been in our fridge since, like...
We moved in?
No, maybe, like, Halloween.
Right, okay.
And, you didn't force my hand, but you're like, let's just pop some champagne.
Yeah.
So we did last night.
I don't know what... saving it for a special occasion, and I was like, what is more special than the present, right now? The moment we're having together... Right here in the BD.
You went to, like, acting school and stuff. Like, clearly, you should be a wrestler. You pretty much were like, listen, you sold me on... I popped the bottle. I was like, yeah, fuck it. So we did it. And we drank champagne at like 4 a.m. last night. Right?
We also finished off my marmalade vodka, which I'm sad that it's because it's maybe the nicest thing.
Right. Well... You get your mum's coming from the UK, right?
Yeah, anyone else coming from the UK, Fortnum and Masons sell this marmalade vodka, and it's great. It's vodka that tastes like marmalade.
My buddy Shane's going over to Tokyo next week because it's something to do with the Olympics in 2020, which the logo looks so cool for 2020 Tokyo. And he's like, hey, do you want any snacks from Japan when I'm coming back next week? And I'm like, the only thing I want is Strong Zero, but like I don't want it to pop in your luggage because I've been asking WH Park for Strong Zero for so long, and he's not bringing it because it's going to explode in his luggage. So I don't know what other snacks I want from Japan, but we need to get some things. Also, you just did a show. You're going to be on WH's show.
Yeah. I just recorded that this morning.
So that'll be all right.
It was mainly just bitching about you.
Probably. Assume he's probably talking about how he's not bringing me Strong Zero.
He did exactly. Yeah. He talked about.
He's not a real friend. See, you would bring me Strong Zero.
I'd try. Yeah. I think
he's scared that the cans will pop in the airplane.
What are you gonna do?
I would wrap it and shit. And like I don't know.
I bought like alcohol and stuff.
Yeah. He's a loser. So go.
You know what he's bringing though?
What is he bringing?
A kendo stick.
Oh, don't even get me started. If you own a kendo stick, please bring it to our. Please don't bring it to our party. We haven't even mentioned it. We're bad at selling our own shit.
Oh, we can plug it at the end.
Yeah, let's do it. I guess we should just talk about the show.
Let's talk about the show.
Yeah, let's do that. Even though what I was trying to get at is I don't drink champagne often. But it's true that champagne gives you the worst hangover.
Oh, are you hungover?
I'm not hungover, just like this weird thing in my head. It's definitely from the champagne.
Okay.
Definitely.
Right.
Champagne poppy. Well, I guess we can talk about the show we talk about, because we just went on the whole little thing. Let's talk about NXT. NXT from Wednesday, June 26, 2019, Full Sail University. We start off with the Breakout Tournament. The NXT Breakout Tournament. Now, we were told of this last week, but here it is breaking out tonight. We got 8 guys, and the winner, the finals will happen at the TakeOver. But let's look at this bracket here with our first matchup in this tournament. It is Angel Garza versus Joaquin Wilde.
Yeah.
Now, Angel Garza is also known as Garza Jr. He was in Impact Wrestling. And so was Joaquin Wilde, who was formerly known as DJ Z. And if you were wondering if he was going to keep somewhat of that gimmick, he in fact does, as he came out with his DJ light up gear, his doing his robot
Mustafa Ali kind of.
Yeah, he's been doing this for a long time. So Mustafa's is cooler because his is more the DJ thing. But now he's not DJ Z, so I just he's still doing the mannerisms. I found, but like these two, this is Breakout Tournament.
Yeah.
These two were like in TNA Impact for quite a while. I wouldn't call these guys newbies. I would call them maybe even like vets, even though they're probably younger than me and you. But they've clearly been doing it for a long time. And watching this match, you're like, hey, this is pretty good. We complained about NXT last week, I think. We had a little bit of a lull the past few weeks.
We've had like 3 weeks where it's been...
I would say this is the episode where they finally were like, let's go.
Kicked it into gear.
Yeah, this was a good episode, I thought. So let's talk about this Breakout Tournament. I like this idea. We were just talking about throwing shit to the wall to seeing if it sticks. Here in NXT, I wouldn't say it's exactly that, but this is a good idea to get new fresh faces.
They know how to do a tournament and make you care about people.
Right.
Like, the Dusty Classic always gets a lot of interest. And what do you win? You win the cup. And a lot of the time you're like, oh, stupid trophy. But I think people care about the Dusty Classic. I think the Cruiserweight Classic, the Mae Young Classic, all of them, they always book them really well and make you interested.
Yeah.
I would have liked, they did do a little info about each guy.
Yes.
I would have liked maybe a little bit more.
Sure.
It was sort of a picture-in-picture, pretty much as they were coming out, I believe.
Yeah, they showed like a little bit about each other. So the Joaquin Wilde, again, DJZ, they showed him like how he almost died.
Yeah, they talked about his injury.
Yeah, in 2017, he gotten some serious injury in the ring, and it shows like he mentions how he's alive. The only thing is the scar ruins his six-pack. Yeah. Which I'm like, hey man, no, that's warrior wounds.
Yeah,
like, those are cool. You're good. But I was confused because actually DJZ also injured someone. I believe it's Jesse Sorensen in TNA, and this was a scary thing where he does like a moonsault to the outside, and the guy just never gets up.
Oh, damn!
And everyone like loses. It was so scary to watch. But he's here in WWE. I'm interested in seeing where it goes because they changed his name, but they're kind of keeping the gimmick. He has the colorful hair, the DJ thing.
I don't think they're going to go too hard on gimmicks with these at the moment.
Yeah,
I think just they're probably going, do what you've been doing before and have a great match. Because we've seen as Damian Priest, like he's been on NXT TV as Punishment Martinez. And then he's gone away and come back. So I think that's what they're going to do with these guys.
Angel Garza, his little video thing here is he's a third generation. He says that his face is pretty and his body is perfect. And
he's Humberto Carrillo's cousin.
Yes. Yeah, this guy's great. Is it his dad who was in WCW or something? His dad was in TNA as well, I think. They're both talented. And this match was pretty great. They start off the match by basically trying to outflash each other. There's like crazy agility and all this crazy stuff. They do a little like show of respect early on because they just keep trying to get the one upper hand. Joaquin Wilde, I'm going to mess up his name. He does this like crazy double rope jump arm drag. It looked really nuts. And then like a tilt-a-whirl into a crossbody. This was like a cruiserweight match. This was like a 205 banger, essentially. There was a bangarang by Garza, which is like the spin-out facebuster that the Peacock does in Ring of Honor.
The cross-arm powerbomb X Factor thing?
No, that thing was nuts. So I don't even know how to explain this move. We watched this while drinking champagne, so that clearly doesn't help us trying to figure out a name for this. So it's like you go for the cradle pile driver, and you have the guy's hands underneath, and then you lift that, therefore rotating the guy, and then you sit out and making the guy's body go face first all the way, like his whole body goes face first while you sit out.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
It was like a power bomb into the X Factor.
Yeah,
basically.
It's something that
cool like cross arm.
Yeah, it's like something El Generico used to do along those lines. It looked really cool.
I thought that should have been the finish.
Yeah,
I thought that move was nuts.
Yeah, it looked really cool. The crowd here in Full Sail was so into this. Garza does his spot where he stands in the middle of the ring and he rips the tearaway pants off. Yeah. I think he's been doing this. I've seen him do this before, but it's so funny. We're talking about the 90s. Like, that's a 90s thing, the Adidas tearaways. Do you own any, or did you own any?
I did, actually, yeah.
I mean, it's summertime now. It's time to take tear away those off, you know? He does the tearaway. The crowd goes wild in Full Sail. There's that face buster thing we were talking about. Then they go back and forth with a straitjacket, where he puts a straitjacket hold on Joaquin, and then he puts the knee behind him, but then it's countered into his own version of the same move. There's these like kick up kicks, and then Joaquin Wilde throws Garza outside. He's outside the ring, kind of where the ramp is, the base of the ramp. Joaquin does, again, similar to El Generico, Sami Zayn, does a suicide dive through the ropes, but like through both, like the corner, like how Sami does the DDT. Just crazy. Goes right through the ropes, hits the suicida, rolls him into the ring. He then, I told you he's doing the mannerisms of his old gimmick. Joaquin Wilde goes, burr, 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 and climbs the top rope to go for something, but he is blocked and he's stopped, and Garza hits a top rope Spanish fly, only a 2 count. It is instantly countered into a crucifix pin by Wilde, and again, only a 2 count. Garza picks him up and hits this, what I'm calling a butterfly buster, and pins Joaquin Wilde, and Angel Garza advances in the NXT Breakout Tournament. This was a little bit of a cracker, as you would call.
This was a great opener, yeah.
What do you think of this butterfly buster?
Now, you weren't a fan of it,
right?
If I remember last night. I really liked it. I thought it looked like he broke his neck. Like,
is that what it would hurt?
Isn't it like the neck is like tucked in?
So and then you have a guy
and then you kind of sit out. So yeah, that would jolt the neck. Surely.
Okay, I'm gonna try it on you later today.
Okay,
we'll see what area hurts the body, and then you tell me.
Kim's coming over later, so let's try on her
first. No, you're not allowed to put wrestling moves on your girlfriend anymore. You know what happened last time. You sent her in the hospital. The one-winged angel. It looks like a move that would hurt. Okay, the Butterfly Buster is what I'm going to call it. So go look this move up. It's cool. Angel Garza wins. I like this a lot.
Yeah, this is great.
I have watched... I'm going to be the guy who's calling this the NXT TNA tournament, because this is what this is.
I mean, NXT is TNA.
Yeah.
Like, WWE is TNA now. Like,
yeah, I guess.
Look at it, like...
Yeah, these two aren't the guys that I was big fans of in TNA, but watching them here, like, I got to give it to them. Yeah, I got to give it to them. So... good on them for both of them, and it is cool to see them coming to. It's cool whenever you watch the Cruiserweight Classic or any show in the NXT kind of realm, when finally someone gets their shot and you've seen them elsewhere,
for sure,
but they're finally here. Same with a lot of the UK guys, I'm sure. It's cool to finally see them at least be on WWE TV.
Yeah, I mean, that first Cruiserweight Classic, I found it crazy just seeing like Kota Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr. on WWE TV.
It's cool to finally see. It's kind of cool to see them finally being shown and stuff like that. So I am super excited to watch the rest of the tournament. And in fact, it is announced that next week we will get to see Shane Strickland, formerly known as Shane Strickland. I believe his name is Isaiah Scott. Swerve. Isaiah Scott versus the man Cameron Grimes, formerly known as Trevor Lee.
That should be a great match. I think they're two favourites of the tournament.
I thought this would be the finals.
Yeah.
These are the two guys I want to see in the finals, and we're seeing it next week. I can't wait to watch this match.
Yeah, it should be great.
So look forward to that. But it had me thinking of the NXT Breakout Tournament. What about like the guys that aren't put in this tournament? Because these are all signed guys.
What, like NXT guys who have been on TV but aren't really used? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, or like people... Because the Cruiserweight Classic, they would bring in guys they don't own.
Sure.
So, like, they're still... Although, WWE is hashtag killing the indies, as people say. So, are these the indies? Are these all the indies? Because, like, the indies are kind of...
I think most of the guys, apart from whoever the finalists are, I don't think we'll see for a while. Sure. I think they'll go away and kind of do a lot of the PC and come back. I might see them in the odd match here and there, but I don't think they'll come back as, like... I don't think they'll be regulars on TV yet.
Well, like I said, next week is Cameron Grimes and Swerve, and the winner of that will go on to face the winner of Dexter Lumis and Bronson Reed. And then it's the whole tournament. It looks interesting, and after this match, I can't wait to see what happens. We go to Kushida. It's a little video package here.
He's got my shoes, apparently.
I'm pretty sure he has the same shoes as you.
Nice.
Your girlfriend was like, she works at a sports store and she gets a good discount. So you came home with these like shoes,
the best running shoes.
And someone at the sports thing was like, you need to get if you're gonna get any crazy shoes, you need to get these ones.
Yeah.
And I think Kushida has the same shoes.
Nice.
You and Kushida.
Yeah, best mates.
He says that he is here in WWE NXT because he wants to face everyone. He wants to face the best. And if you're in the WWE, it doesn't matter if you're in NXT, SmackDown, Raw, 205 Live. The best is here, and that's why I am here. There he is calling out Raw, SmackDown, 205. What do you think?
I hope they actually do something of this, because we had that moment a couple of months ago where... Remember Sasha and Bayley came on NXT
yep.
and was like, we're going to face you guys, and now that title's already been forgotten about.
Yeah.
I'd love to see, like, Kushida just in featured TV matches against... No, he had Drew Gulak, who's not an NXT guy. Bring in Buddy Murphy's a SmackDown guy now. Bring him in.
Best kept secret.
Cedric Alexander in. Bring whoever, like, from all the other brands.
I think that's a good gimmick there to make it interesting. Like, hey, I want to fight everyone. Bring anyone.
If they don't have a like proper story, like a proper feud ready for him yet, I think this would be a great thing. Just put on really great matches against top workers across. Like, have Cesaro come across for a match.
That'd be nuts.
That'd be awesome. They used to do that quite a lot, didn't they? And they've brought Breeze back and stuff, but they don't have as many of the like guest matches anymore.
I hope Kushida has a good match at TakeOver in Toronto. Like, I want to see him in a
Do you think he'll have a featured match?
He should.
Why should he?
Like, if they're a guy they need to push, like...
But, like, look at all the talent they've got that they've been working on who are, like, have more things going on.
But who?
Don't get me wrong, I love Kushida, but you've got 5 matches.
I'm just saying...
You've got to do women's tag, North American, and world, and you've only got room for one non-title match.
Like... I want to see him in a prominent match, in a prominent storyline with another NXT guy. I just don't know what it would be. So maybe they're working that out.
I can see him...
I don't read ahead, so...
I can see him being pre-show.
Okay. I guess that will
maybe not, I don't know.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Maybe he'll face Damian Priest.
Oh.
We see a video here from last week after his victory. The interviewer is like chasing him out the door here, like, Damian! Is this a sign of things to come? And I'll stop you right there, says Damian Priest. The name Damian Priest will live forever. And then he walks off.
Didn't say much, but I thought he had a really good presence.
Yeah, I thought so
and
too.
And his voice was interesting. Like, it was quite deep.
It's deep,
baritone.
Damian Priest.
Yeah,
Is Damian Priest the good version of Baron Corbin?
Maybe.
I think so.
Is he going to dress as a waiter soon?
He kind of already does. Like, he's at an alt club.
Yeah.
At Bovine. We go to our next match.
Should we invite him to Bovine when he's here?
Yeah. Punishment Martinez. Come.
I'm sure we'll have 4 a.m.
We need to make it clear that if you listen to this and you are a wrestler and you're going to be in Toronto, come to the TakeOver Tailgate.
I've already messaged Johnny Gargano.
I know, you DM'd Johnny Gargano.
I DM'd Johnny Gargano and was like...
He hasn't read it yet. Yeah.
No, like, I just want him to give us his thoughts on his match
against Almas and Gargano?
Before we almost Gargano and chill.
I want you to tell Johnny Gargano that we used to use this match to help us get laid. I want him to know. Be like, listen, we have this thing. We tell people we want to watch this match, and then we watch the match, and it's the whole thing. Gargano would just look at you like, what the fuck?
I want to tell Almas.
See, Almas would love it. Almas would be like, Charlotte, you got to hear this. He's like,
is that how he got Charlotte?
He's like,
did he show his own match?
She's like, damn, that is 5 stars. Wow.
She's like, to be honest, I haven't really watched NXT since I've left. It's like, you want to see a banger?
There you go. You want to pick up? Just show them good matches. Damn. CN. Remember when he was called that?
I now want... Someone needs to Photoshop Charlotte Flair stood at the monitor sideways with Gargano v Almas on.
Someone please do that. Someone please. I'm waiting for it. Tweet it to us. Why do they always watch TV weird? It's so strange. The Street Profits, the NXT Tag Team Champions, they come down to the ring. They call out the Forgotten Sons because they're having a match, but it's a non-title match here. The Street Profits and the Forgotten Sons, but they do a little back and forth before that. Montez, or Tez, he says, "Hey, Docs, they think they can step to us." Angelo Dawkins says, "Wow. Nah, fam, that ain't how we livin'. You see, we've been out here handing out free smoke. Free smoke, free smoke. And in honor of free smoke, we're deciding to put the titles on the line right now." Do you know what free smoke is? Not when I just hand you and say, "Here, have this."
Oh.
Not that.
Then no.
It also means that. Smoke means like, is there an issue here? Like, is there beef? Is like, you want smoke? Like, what's wrong? Like, what's up? So free smoke essentially is them saying, we're the champions. We're already the top shit. Why should we even have to deal with whatever this is? So in my eyes, this is really good for the champions because they're saying that the Forgotten Sons, you won't be forgotten because you will be remembered as the first team to lose in our first defense. Nice. As tag champions. They're basically saying, if we get rid of you now for the titles, we don't have to deal with you again. Is how I see it as a viewer.
Yeah.
Like, if we beat you for the titles, you're done.
You're back of the line.
You're gone. So that's a good reason to get them out of here.
Speaking of free smoke,
yeah,
this customer at work yesterday was going around asking everyone for a cigarette for a free smoke.
Yeah.
So one of the servers gives her one.
Yeah.
And then she goes, lighter?
Whoa.
And he was like, "Oh, what's the magic word?" And she's like, "Oh, a lighter. Do you have a lighter, please?" And he's like, "Sorry, I actually don't." And she like loses her shit, starts walking around trying to find a lighter.
Oh my god.
I'm busy, like I've got a load of tables and she keeps asking me, so I go off like to grab some matches, come back and I'm like, "Here you go." And she goes, "Matches?" I'm like, "You ungrateful fucking cow." Like, you've just got a free smoke,
right? And
now you've got something to light that free smoke with.
Free smoke.
And you're complaining that it's matches?
I pulled out matches at a Sublime concert once because a guy was going around asking for a lighter in close to the stage, and he's like, I'm trying to light my joint, and like I had a lighter, so I gave him my lighter, but as he's trying to light his joint, the lighter wouldn't work. So he's like, and like everyone's trying to enjoy the show. So I reach in my pocket and I had matches. So I'm like, that's funny. So I give him these matches and he looks at me, looks at the matches, starts laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? He lights it, and the joint lights, and he starts laughing. He goes, one second. Reaches back into his pocket, pulls out another joint, lights it with another match, and gives it to me. He goes, that's for you. And I'm like, okay, matches, all right. And he's like, I don't even know what you just did. He's like, why did you have matches? I'm like, I don't know. So free smoke. Free smoke is what's happening here. The Street Profits are now putting the NXT tag titles on the line against the Forgotten Sons. The match starts off here. The Forgotten Sons are working on Angelo Dawkins. They love doing moves that revolve around using the ropes, to bounce and stuff. So they do this one where Dawkins is like in the ropes, like the 619 position, like he's about to get hit with that. And Blake does a hip toss on his own partner on Cutler, and he gets hip tossed onto the leaning Dawkins. It looked really cool, but they just love rope bouncing things.
Yeah.
They always do.
I'm okay with that. I like double team moves. Like, I like teams having a lot of double team offense.
If you like double team moves, you probably like the next move they do. Cutler puts one of them in the torture rack. I believe it's Tez. He puts him in a torture rack, like an angle slam, and as he goes for like the full rotation of slam, the other guy, Blake, hits him with a neck breaker.
Yeah,
so it's like a torture rack double team neck breaker thing. It looked really cool. They go for like a second double team here, but Tez finally makes the hot tag to Angelo Dawkins. He comes in, he's hitting like exploder suplexes. He's trying really hard. I have to give it to Angelo Dawkins. I guess working in Evolve has helped him. He does this. I
think it's been great recently. His character's really coming through. He is perfectly fine in the ring.
Right.
I like his. I like him in Montez Ford. I think they're great.
He does his like 360 splash in the corner. It hurts more when you do a 360.
Oh, completely, yeah. Momentum.
Yep. He does his and what's it? The D'Lo Brown high low, the spine buster thing.
What did he call that?
The up top. What does he call it? High low, isn't it? I don't know. The low down.
The low down is his frog splash.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I know what you mean, though.
Well, Montez Ford goes for the frog splash, but Jackson Riker, he gets involved, and the whole match is thrown out here. He breaks up the pinfall. He starts beating on the Street Profits. The referee throws the match out. It's a DQ. The Forgotten Sons, the numbers game here, 3-on-2. They start beating on the tag team champions, but they are saved. Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan, they come down to the ring. They scare off the Forgotten Sons. They pick up the NXT Tag Team Championships, and they're hesitant to give them back to the Street Profits. But they finally do. And as they do, Danny Burch says, "You owe us one, buddy." And they walk off. So, free smoke. Do we get to see the Street Profits versus 1-2? Or is it now a three-way team kind of...
I'd like to see a one-on-one thing.
Yeah,
and
me too.
1-2 kind of take the heel role in it.
Ooh, interesting.
Like, not fully, but like...
Sure.
Like, have a bit of an edge, because they've been a tag team for a while. They've been going for the title a few times and never got it. I'd like to see a bit more, edge to them.
Yeah, no.
I think Street Profits are really over as babyface right now, so I think naturally it's going to be the crowd more behind them. So why not turn them a little?
Sure. I'm interested in seeing that. Let's maybe see that on TV down the line.
I think so.
Sooner rather than later. We go to then something very interesting. It's like about 20 seconds here, but it cuts to like someone's watching footage, like on a what is it, like a thing, a reel to reel.
Oh right, yeah, like a classic film projector.
Yeah, in a dark room watching like a car's on fire. There's like a car crash. He's like watching the moon landing, and the person watching is Killian Dane. We haven't seen him in a long time. But Killian Dane's just chilling, watching History Channel on a film projector. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, he hasn't been on the main roster. He hasn't been Insanity. Like, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, he announced he was going back to NXT a while ago.
Right.
Like, this isn't news, but like it's cool that they're going to make a deal of him.
I like him. I kind of miss him. I completely forgot about him. So I'm kind of interested in seeing where they go with that. Maybe he's just a history buff, and like me, just watches BBC, Planet Earth, and all that shit. We'll see what happens with that. Imagine that's his gimmick.
He just got married as well, didn't he?
Oh, right.
Him and Nikki Cross just tied the knot last week, I think.
Hey, congratulations. They're a cool-looking couple. Another cool-looking couple, The Vision and Aaliyah.
Oh, yeah. Your favourite.
Which one? Aaliyah? Yeah. They're doing a selfie promo here. They're like fake crying and they're all fake emotional because of the Mia Yim video package from last week. They say that, Mia Yim, she's not very good. She doesn't deserve to be in the spot she is. And she should use that bandana to cover her face during the match because no one wants to see that face. They're just being mean.
Yeah.
They're just being mean girls, essentially. Nothing really to say about this.
Yeah, they're continuing this gimmick. It's fine. I think they do it well.
It's like I'm not saying this was bad. I don't want to see them wrestle, so I just
true.
Don't
but I think to build someone up who's going to the next level, who's maybe challenging, they need to beat people.
Yeah,
and there's not a whole load of people in the women's division.
So Mia needs to clean them both out.
So to have just Mia run through these two, Candice run through these two, it fills time on TV. It gets some strong wins because they're strong characters. So there's more interest than going these two unknown people who are just jobbing today. Like our next guy.
Yeah, let's go. I just want to really move past that to get to our next segment. Now,
this is the highlight of wrestling TV
this week.
This year.
It very well could be. Let us introduce to you the newest jobber on NXT TV, Nikos Rikos.
Or, as I have, Greek Robbie Williams. Did you see it?
Yeah. I see it. Greek is the word we're using because let's explain why we love this man. Not because of the name, though the name is great. Nikos Rikos.
His name makes me hungry.
I know. I want to go to
I want
Mr.
some
Greek.
pita, some feta.
This guy comes out in this black leather long pants, but it has a top, but it's
half and half.
It's half and half.
One long sleeve, one short.
Yeah, and then it's black, shiny black, like gimp black, just shiny leather black with
blue,
the Greece flag on the front, and then on the back of him in white and blue, in Greek font, it says Opa.
His outfit kind of reminded me of Greek PCO.
Yeah, his outfit is exactly that. It's
He's
black.
Greek Robbie Williams cosplaying as PCO. I don't know. It was perfect. I fucking loved it.
Nikos Rikos, the name of the Greek boyfriend in the In-Betweeners? Nikos Rikos.
We still need to watch the second one.
Yeah, I do. Nikos Rikos. I can't do this any justice. Someone go look this up. If you don't know what we're talking about, go on Twitter and just search Nikos Rikos NXT and see what this man is wearing. I would have to say best or worst gear of the year, depending on how you look at it. I go on Tinder a lot.
Yeah.
This guy wears what a lot of girls on Tinder are into these days. the black and it's half on and it's just, I don't know if I love or hate Nikos Rikos.
You made it just seem like your only exposure to women is on Tinder.
No.
You're not walking around the city this is what girls wear.
No, I just see you see pictures of outfits that are very similar.
Sure.
Yeah. Not so much in the streets. Good. In a good way. I mean, we were just at Pride last week. I definitely saw people wearing that outfit at Pride. the half what do you call overalls, but there's not.
Yeah, the dungaree kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just what an interesting was Nikos Rikos thinking, sorry, Nikos Rikos, yeah. Was he thinking what was he thinking? Is really was he trying to get a laugh or was he being serious? I don't know.
Well, it clearly worked because we talked about him for about 10 minutes.
I could talk about Nikos
Who's the
Rikos.
other guy in this match?
I don't even know or care because Nikos Rikos is the greatest thing I've seen in wrestling. We lost our minds watching. Just look at what he looks like. You'll lose your minds. It's so great. He has the opportunity to face Keith Lee here on NXT. So Keith Lee versus Nikos Rikos. Was it the commentary mentioning something about Dusty Rhodes giving Keith Lee the
bask in his glory?
Yeah,
moniker.
so I didn't know that.
That's cool.
Kudos to that. The match starts and Nikos Rikos goes to chop Keith Lee. And he does a pretty good chop right across the chest, but
Big mistake.
Big mistake. He ends up getting beaten on. He gets the pounce, which sends him halfway across the ring, bouncing all over the place. Looked great. And then eventually gets hit with the fireman carry into the jackhammer, and Nikos Rikos is done. He's going back to Greece to work on his
pounce
outfit.
always looks great. They replayed this so many times because he just goes flying.
Yeah.
I thought Keith Lee looked better here. He kind of ditched the smiley Keith Lee.
He's got a grin, though,
a bit.
still.
He's still got the grin at the end, but there was more like a confidence with it. I felt he looked more confident. He looked more serious. Like, in the match, he looked mean, rather than just being like, I'm a big friendly teddy bear. Like, like is what he's reminding me of.
Right.
Whereas now he's like, seemed just a bit more mean, which was good.
It's because Nikos Rikos brings out the best in people.
Keith Lee just really hates Greeks, I guess. Like, he was just
How
like,
could you? Greek food is amazing.
the Greeks are the best.
Have you ever seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding? Filmed here in Toronto. It's a fantastic film. It's so lovely. Windex on everything. I bet Nikos Rikos had to put Windex on his behind after this match. Guaranteed. Keith Lee kind of just killing the jobbers.
Yeah.
But eventually, it'll lead to something. I enjoy Keith Lee. I'm interested in seeing where they go with him.
Yeah.
But more Nikos Rikos, honestly. That's what I need in my life.
Oh, a tag team, him and Eric Bugenhagen.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Like,
Bugenhagen?
I mean, once Undisputed Era go up, like, there's a slot for a new tag team. That could be it.
Nikos Rikos and Bugenhagen.
Like, what's that Greek? So, that one, you know the one I mean. When you all go around in a circle, and Bugenhagen like air guitaring to it.
Yeah, well, I thought I was so funny when he got the pounce. We were watching, and he took the pounce. I went Oppa, like I joked. I was gonna say it on the show, but literally that's when I realized it says Oppa on his butt. Like, why did you have that written on your tights?
I'm sure Morrow probably said it as well.
Oppa mia. We talked about Nikos Rikos for another few minutes, just to let you know, just to fill you in.
I'm going to find him on Twitter. You carry on.
We can take him to the Greek place around the corner.
Yeah.
They got it's good shit. No, you hate that place.
What, the one by Comedy Bar?
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
There's a Greek and Co. or something close as well. That's all right.
Love it. Love that stuff. We now go to Adam Cole.
Baby.
He's it's a video package here. He's going to Download Fest.
Nice.
In the UK. Where's Download Fest? In Scotland?
It's not Scotland. No, I can't remember whereabouts in the UK.
He's going there. He's getting on a private jet to go all the way across the pond. He looks at the camera. He's in a nice suit. He's got the NXT title on his shoulder. He says that Johnny Gargano never rode in style. He doesn't know class. Gargano was a champion that didn't have class or style. He never got the private jets, but I do. And he gets on a private jet. They land in Download Fest, wherever it may be, and they're hanging out with Undisputed Era and Corey Taylor of Slipknot, We Are Not Your Kind. And it shows him, I think he beat Dave Mastiff, maybe? And I don't know, I like the fact that he's like riding a private jet. He's in the suit. It's very Ric Flair, very Triple H. I enjoy that so much. And if you're already so good at doing that here in NXT, you're going to be very good at doing that on the main roster. Because this classic character can go on for years and years and years in wrestling. Sure. And he's really good at it. Just from this short little clips of it, I was like, oh man, you look so proper. You with the title and a suit. You don't see him in that look. He's always in his shirts. Like Undisputed Era, Armband stuff. But no, like Adam Cole, we forget. He's the guy, and he looked good here, is all I'm saying. They didn't show any clips of him winning, but he won the match. He put the title on the line at Download Fest. He retained, obviously. He's hanging out on the plane flying back to the U.S., and he's on the phone. And he's talking to Roddy. He's like, yeah, Roddy, you put that order in? Yeah, okay, cool. And then he looks up something else, and it reveals that he is now, he's looking for an address, sorry. And the video ends with him showing up to Gargano's Coffee and Subs. And it fades away, and he's going into this, like, little Subway shop. So I'm like, what? What does he... Put the order in. You get the address. What are you talking... And then he's at Gargano's Subs. So quickly Googled Gargano's Coffee and Subs. In Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is where his family works.
Oh, really?
And Adam Cole is showing up to the man's family's establishment.
This is kind of odd, I think, for him to take the title off of Gargano and still be goading him. Normally, a heel would kind of back away and, like, he's got what he wants and wants to move on and doesn't want to defend it so much. And that's like the classic heel thing.
Sure.
I find it a bit strange storytelling, him poking the bear.
Yeah, I do find it weird that it's the heel now. You've won.
Yeah.
So you're just being an extra...
Like, this is something he should have done before going for the title at 25. Right. He should be winding up the baby face for them to go, all right, I'll put it on the line.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like when Edge slapped Cena's dad. It's similar.
For sure.
It's shit like
exactly.
That. Yeah. Okay, you're interested. You're right.
You got the title now. Why,
However,
you should want to get as far away from Gargano as possible.
I want to know if they make good subs.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you they do. Their name is Gargano.
There's a really good Italian sandwich place near us.
Yeah, it's famous. California Sandwiches.
Oh, there's that one. Yeah. But there's one north as well.
Okay.
They do a really good, veal sandwich.
I bet Adam Cole had a delicious veal sandwich at this place. I looked it up, and you could go in Cleveland, Ohio.
How's the rating?
Oh, I didn't look at the rating. What, like Google rating? Yelp?
Does it say, these
Cole.
Guys are losers?
Don't listen. Don't eat here, losers.
These guys are losers.
I wonder what Adam Cole would put on the... That's a heel. That's like meta heel. If you go to the Google review or the Yelp review, and it's like, great sandwiches, their kid was a terrible champion, though, or something, by Adam Cole, or something like that. That would be next level heel tactic.
This sub was as lackluster as your son's title reign.
Oh, yeah, that would be funny. So I'm interested in seeing... Clearly, it's going to lead to more Adam Cole Gargano, I would assume.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where they're going.
Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano 3.
Yeah, it feels like that.
I think so.
Would you be happy with that?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, Gargano is my favourite wrestler.
Yeah.
I want to see him at TakeOver.
Yeah. You can't do TakeOver without him.
And I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic match, but I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
I've seen it live once. I don't know if it will top that first one.
Right. Hey, it just might.
It might. I mean, it will. It will be a great match.
Yeah.
I just maybe have liked to have seen something different.
Sure. I feel...
But I'm happy I get to see both these guys wrestle.
I'm in the same boat.
I take Gargano in this main event over Gargano being called up and not used.
100%. I mean, that's what's going to happen after this match.
I feel so, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
We then go to I think it's our main event here of the evening. The women are the main event of NXT in the first ever women's cage match on NXT TV. This is crazy. History! It's history! See, they don't do that here. They say it once, they say it's the first time ever, and we go back into the actual story. They don't keep telling me that they're making history.
Yeah.
That's what I like about that. So refreshing. Watching this product, so much better. This is crazy. This was a bit of a sleeper hit for me. I was like, yeah, cool, cage match. I'm not a big fan of cage matches. This is my least favorite stipulation, I'd say, in wrestling. But this was a good one, in my opinion. This was nuts. Io Shirai versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship. This was cool. The cage match starts, and the ref is closing the cage, and Shayna's trying to be the Undertaker, and she's closing it. She grabs it. She's like, let's go. She closes it and locks it herself. The ref locks it up, and the match starts. Shayna is just Io is going for like strikes right away, and Shayna basically is like out striking her because she's used to being in a cage, is what Morrow tells us. You know, she was in the UFC and all this stuff.
Yeah.
She's
this
known
is
to
her
be,
environment.
Yeah, she's a cage fighter, mamma mia. There's this spot where, early, she stands on the head of Io Shirai and then does like a single leg crab, but she's literally like standing on her head. It looked crazy. Do that move again, Shayna Baszler. Keep it in your arsenal.
Shayna looks like a star here as well. Like her gear was
on point.
Like
everything.
the black and gold
with the title.
For me, I think she's the most impressive woman in the company right now.
Definitely, I would say. After
she
watching
has so much presence. Her matches are good.
She's improved so much. This was definitely my favorite Shayna, I would say. I just really like this. Io Shirai does like this like backflips. She does her like backflips, lands on her feet, and then does a drop kick and kicks up. Really cool. Io does this crazy palm strike, like Kota Ibushi, right to the face of Shayna Baszler. Shayna had enough of that shit though. Hoofs her right into the steel, and the cages are different here.
Yeah.
In NXT, they look better in my opinion.
They look cool, I think.
And there's like beams in the middle, like the middle parts, and she throws Io right into that, and the crowd was really behind Shayna. Actually, I thought
they were, yeah.
She just keeps beating on her. She putting Io in different types of submissions because she is the submission magician. Io finally fights back, and Io Shirai hits this beautiful bridging German suplex, but only a 2 count. She then gets up and hits another German suplex on Shayna, but she couldn't get the bridge because she's kind of selling the injuries from earlier. She hits the double knees in the corner, the Meteora, and she then goes up top to like climb to escape. Which you don't. This is why cage matches are weird, because like the face never really wants to escape. They want to like beat the person clean, essentially. That's usually what happens in the cage. It's always the heel trying to run, right?
Sure.
But they didn't really have Shayna doing that so much either, which was good to kind of protect that, because she's not really the chicken shit heel. Usually, Shayna is like kind of badass, I would say. Unless she has her friends.
Unless she has the
And
horses.
the friends show up. So Io Shirai is climbing up top, and Shayna goes up top to stop her. Now they're fighting up top, and they're kind of on the top rope here. And Io Shirai hits a third German suplex, but from like this second rope. This looked nuts. She hits a Japanese women's wrestler hitting 3 German suplex. It's just crazy. Off the top here, looks nuts. Shayna Baszler kicks out at 2 though. You're making weird things because I think your computer just died on you.
My computer, I think I maybe got some water on the mouse pad track thing,
Oh.
so it's like skipping around.
Nice, because you're waving your arms like a bird.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna use my mental notes.
Fair. Which was, you can probably remember, even though we were drinking champagne. The girls show up. Let's play. Let's fight. They come down here. Shayna somehow locks in the Karafuda clutch. She's got that locked up. She's going for like a certain sort of stomp. Shirai eventually climbs up the cage, but she's trying to escape through the door. But the two horsewomen, they have now locked it. Like usually they open it for you when you're trying.
Yeah,
to
the
escape.
ref's been taken out, hasn't he, on the outside, and
What is this chaos? These 2 girls, they think they can run NXT. So the 2 horsewomen, they now have Shirai locked in the cage, despite all her rage. Candice LeRae comes down. She comes out, and she starts beating up the 2 horsewomen. She then climbs the cage. Now all these women are now, some of them are now in the ring, some of them are up top. It's just chaos. Candice LeRae basically jumps off with a crossbody off the top of the cage into the ring onto Shayna and I think it's Jessamine Duke here into the ring. And this was crazy because it's just her doing a crossbody just nonchalantly. And it's really overlooked because the clip, the gif, if you will, that you've probably seen is of this. Io Shirai climbs the top of the cage and does a moonsault into the ring, a leap of faith, oe, 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 oe. I love this woman, the genius of the sky. A moonsault off the cage into the ring onto Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and everyone else in there.
Beautiful.
This is crazy. Just amazing. The crowd here in Full Sail is going nuts. She got so high. Io Shirai gets me so high. And this is the highest she's jumped because she's doing it off the cage. Shirai, you get me high. However, the match isn't over yet. She tries then to climb out, but Shayna Baszler stops her. They are now like trying to fight over the door, the escaping of the cage door here. And the Karafuda clutch is locked in. But somehow Io Shirai fights out of it. The clutch is locked in again. Again, Io fights out of it. She's like elbowing, doing everything she can to get out of the Karafuda clutch. She's starting to fade. Now, they're both, like, literally at the edge of the apron, and they're both trying to, like, fall out of the ring, essentially. Io Shirai, while in the clutch, using, like, her last bit of strength, grabs the cage door, swings it forward to hit Shayna Baszler, hits her, which breaking up the Karafuda clutch. The swinging of the door also knocks Shayna over Io. Shayna Baszler falls to the outside. Shayna Baszler retains the NXT Women's Championship.
Cool finish, I thought. It was inventive.
What a cool finish.
I really liked I think this was the superior cage match of the week, but I did enjoy the Kofi dive to the outside.
Yeah,
We've seen two, like, pretty different ends to these matches, because there's only so much you can do with cage matches, and I think they've been inventive. I think this dynamic works perfectly for a cage match. A big bully striker against a high flyer, so you have you can have the cool spots from Io Shirai, and then make use of the cage structure with, like, your striker just beating down. I think it works way better than, like, Dolph and Kofi, who are more like, it just restricts them.
I was bored of that match.
Yeah, because
I didn't do this match
guys
justice explaining it, but this was really cool. It just felt different.
Yeah, I enjoyed
We've been following this Shayna Io thing, and of course people are going to compare it. Well, they just took Kyrie left, so they just put Io in that slot. No, it's been a completely different thing.
Spawned off of the Kyrie.
Yeah, exactly. It's totally different, and I mean, continuing what happens next, it's even more interesting. Yeah. So they definitely got us there. It's definitely good storytelling, I'd say. And I would have to say that Shayna Baszler, she's evolved for me, getting better and better each time. And her horsewomen, they played their part here.
Sure.
Everyone played their part here perfectly. Even Candice doing a dive off the cage as well. People are going to forget, because everyone's going to watch that moonsault. Yeah. But Candice did a jump too, so looked great. But that's not where our story ends here. Oh no. So Shayna Baszler retains. Io Shirai is just heartbroken here. She's sad. She's upset. She was very aggressive in this match. There's a different side of her because she was angry. She was locked in a cage, but she still lost. Now, Candice LeRae is in the ring with Io Shirai, and they go to, like, hug it out. She's like, I tried to help you and everything like that, and she's like, whatever. So Io then attacks Candice LeRae. She turns on her and attacks her, and she leaves the cage. But she's not finished yet. She grabs a steel chair and starts beating her with the steel chair. Everyone in the crowd is like, why? And Candice LeRae is like yelling, like, I tried to help you. What are you doing? Leave me. I was trying to help you. Why? Why are you doing this? She then stands up the chair, like sets the chair up.
Yeah.
And then hits like a suplex or like a brainbuster over the chair while it stood up. Holy. And then starts yelling aggressively, I don't need friends! I don't need friends! Who does? Really? In the world of wrestling. I lost my mind for this. I think we were both screaming at the TV. Anytime a maniac, evil Japanese woman's going crazy, yelling in Japanese, take my money. Just take all my money.
I thought this was great. I don't think they should have done the thing at the end of TakeOver. The TakeOver match with Io attacking Shayna.
Okay.
I think this would have had more impact if she was just screwed at TakeOver.
Okay.
And then, do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think the crowd were behind her, because I think the crowd were confused. This is the first time I've heard Shayna chants.
Right.
And I think Shayna should have been the big dominant heel, and she should have been the baby face who turns at the end. Whereas I think her character's been a bit murky since TakeOver.
I think it's been murky, but I think it's not going to be. I think this is
for sure. I just think this would have had the impact.
Sure.
More so.
I liked this so much. I think it's so fresh. Her turning now.
Yeah.
This can spawn off that feud.
Yeah.
Candice and her can have a match. Like, this will be great. I don't read ahead, but a lot of people are excited at where this storyline for Io Shirai is going. I am very excited to see what happens with this. It looks great. I really like I said, like, Io Shirai, she's a baddie. She's a baddie now. Like, I mean, she's always been a baddie. She's a baddie now. Like, her yelling in Japanese, angry, I don't need friends. It's so great. This is what I love. Like, wrestling can be, less is more sometimes. The more you put on shit, like, the more it isn't. When it's so I didn't win and I'm angry. I'm gonna beat up everyone. Simple, effective, boom, bing bang boom. Loved it. I love this main event. I love this episode of NXT.
Oh yeah, we're finally back on form. I think we've got a direction now.
Yes.
Looking forward to more of the tournament matches. Looking forward to see where this goes. Maybe, like, the thing I'm not interested in is the main event picture right now.
Sure.
Just because I think we've seen it for the last two takeovers, and it doesn't have quite the compelling story that Ciampa Gargano had, which made me want to keep watching the next chapter.
Well, we don't know yet. I mean, maybe depending on if Adam Cole enjoys his Gargano sub, then that could be the storyline.
He gets food poisoning.
Whoa!
And has to pull out and vacate the title.
That's a swerve. I don't know where that came from, but book it. That's some WWE booking. So that was
that would
NXT.
Be karma. Like, that would be real karma.
I'm excited to see where that goes now. See, now I am into the main event picture. I thought it was going to be Matt Riddle.
Yeah, me too.
But I guess that's not where it's going.
That made sense because Matt Riddle beat him. And
yes. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I don't read ahead. But I do read our feedback. Forum.postwrestling.com. We post up the feedback, and you can go and write things, and we'll read it here on the show. So would you like to start, or would you like me to start?
I'll start.
Go for it.
We have mystery. Howdy, folks. First off, before I go into the actual meat of my post, Angel Garza is just such a smug asshole, and I love it. And that Nikos Jobber guy, Nikos Rikos. Jobber guy tonight had quite possibly the worst ring gear I have ever seen in the history of pro wrestling. It's either that or Jessamine and Marina's gear. Yeah, that's pretty bad as well. Anyways, Io Shirai turned heel tonight. I didn't like the ending to the match. It felt like someone from the main roster snuck into the booking room and changed just the finish. However, I did like Io's heel turn after, and that sick smile on her face after she suplexed Candice onto that chair. That being said, I feel like Candice is going to be used to put over Io as a monster heel, similar to the role Dakota was in with Shayna last year. I really do not think Io should be losing her first feud as a heel. Also, Brady, are you still high for Shirai or not?
I'm always high for Shirai. Oh, Io, 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 Io. Oh, come on, look at her. She's fantastic.
She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does she
yeah.
have a cardboard cutout yet?
I need one.
Yeah, okay.
I need one now.
Scrump.
I needed one, like, last night. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Let's go to... Where was that? That was Mystery. Let's go to Eva from London, Ontario. Great episode of NXT. Garza Wilde was a sleeper hit. That butterfly powerbomb finisher looked awesome. I didn't know that Dusty gave Bask in His Glory to Keith Lee. And when did Lee enter WWE developmental? Because does that?
Yeah, well, that's what I found. No, Lee was nowhere near developmental.
So
when
clearly, Dusty and him hooked up before, and they discussed that. And of course, hashtag and still and hashtag long may she reign. A great physical main event. The right woman won because Shayna is the best NXT Women's Champ of all time. I'm not joking.
I'm starting to think that as well.
And I called Io heel turn back at TakeOver 25. Are either of you surprised at the turn?
No, because as I said, they did the attack on Shayna at the end of that was we saw that her character was going to change. So no, it didn't really surprise me too much.
I'm telling you, Shayna is definitely growing on me, and the fact that she keeps she is delivering the past little while. So I will say I just was really entertained by this match.
For sure.
Everything involved in it was just a perfect storm.
We go to Sean from Calgary. Angel Garza is my new favourite thing about NXT. Did you guys get a young Eddie vibe from him? Loving his style. My girlfriend thought Blake and Cutler were twins, then asked if they could show more of that sexy Mexican guy instead of them. Question. LAX's Impact contract is expiring soon. Would you prefer to see them in NXT or AEW?
Yeah, so LAX, not the old LAX, but like the newer version. They're in Impact, but they're going to be free agents.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I'd rather see them in AEW.
I'd like to see them in NXT. I think the tag division's always great. And
sure,
like the tag matches always deliver at takeovers. So, I mean, who cares? I'm going to watch both products.
Yeah.
So, like, as long as I see good wrestling,
I
don't care what 3 letters it is.
Oh wow! I don't care what 3 letters it is. I just want to watch wrestling.
I just want equality.
Yeah, I just want it to be good. I don't want any more tug of wars. That's all. I'm done with that. We go to Evil. That main event was great. It was something really different from the women's division. I laughed at how long Candice and Jessamine Duke were dead in the ring. At first, I hated the ending of the match because while it was a smart way to finish, I didn't really want to see another rematch. But with Io's heel turn, I'm excited to see her feud with Candice. Io sold so well in the match, and her post-match sadistic faces were brilliant. The tag team segment was weird, and I felt like it didn't have steam. Joaquin Wilde has the worst name and worst entrance gear, but his wrestling is alright.
Wow. That's saying something when Nikos Rikos is on the same show. Damn.
You're mentioning Joaquin Wilde's gear, but not Nikos Rikos. Okay, cool.
We go to Pick Japan. This episode was all about the women. Yeah, there was a match where 2 male underwear models are vying for a spot on 205 Live, but no matter how flashy they may move, that will be their destination if they stay with WWE long term. Like all WWE cage matches, the one tonight didn't make sense. The whole win by escape is so silly, though I give credit to whoever produced this match in trying to make the stipulations a bit less stupid than usual. I love Io, and she is welcome to do a moonsault on OK. But this match was in a cage just to get that shot of Io moonsaulting from the top. And while I welcome Io as a heel, the way of getting there was so forced. And more women. Vanessa is gorgeous in those close-up shots. In a company full of pretty women, she stands out. He goes on about how
pretty
beautiful the women are. And he doesn't like Beth Phoenix's commentary, basically. Keep up the good work, Braden, Davie. Thank you, Pick Japan.
Beth Phoenix, like, she just is still just kind of there for me.
She's there. I forget she's there whilst watching. And then she'll go, that's the hardest part of the ring. And I'm like, oh.
Thanks, Beth.
There she is.
It's just, she reminds me of the role that Percy was in.
Like, I mean, she is in that role. I think Percy grew into it. I didn't think Percy was bad at the end. But I just don't think you need 3 people.
You don't.
Especially when 2 of those people are Nigel and Mauro, who are fucking fantastic.
Yeah, you really don't need a 3rd person. I don't know why they always push for the 3rd. Because even watching...
Just save some money.
Just like
save some money.
Stomping Grounds, I watched a little bit of Raw as well. And I was like, why do we need so many people? Because all they do is step on each other.
I mean, it's hard, like, when we've done a show with a 3rd or a 4th person.
Sure,
it's different because it's so much harder to not jump over each other.
Yeah.
And I just think it's unnecessary, but it's what they're fixed on.
Yeah. Harry from Houston. I'm sorry I doubted you, NXT. After last week's mediocre episode, I thought I was in for more of the same, but boy was I wrong. I get people's criticism about the cage match, but overall I thought the match delivered and the interference enhanced the match rather than took away from it. The heel turn was awesome, and it made perfect sense after Io failed to win the title 3 times in a row. I was high on the Breakout Tournament when it was announced, and that opening match was pretty much why. These guys are going to be giving their absolute best to give a great first impression, and a lot of them are really good. Also, can we give Lee a takeover match soon? He's almost been in NXT for a year, and he's more than due. Wow, has it almost been a year since he's been here?
That's crazy. Jesse from the 6, and he's posted a picture of him at TFC saying, fuck you, Brady, after your comments last week.
Yeah, but look at the picture. There's like 5 people there. No one gives a fuck. Wait, he took a picture of TFC, a soccer game, and the game is happening, because in the photo, you see the team is out on the field, right, in this photo, but the crowd is empty. There's more people who already bought tickets to our tailgate than this fucking party, Jesse. So, no, fuck you. I hope you had so much fun watching people kick a ball around.
I'm going to go to the next one as well. Jake from the Windy City. I like the Io Shirai heel turn. Her promos are very awkward even when you look past the broken English. So it might work easier if she plays heel so she could speak in Japanese more and in turn tune up her English along the way.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
It surprised me a bit because I went in thinking that Lorray would turn on Shirai, but this makes sense, especially with how petty Shirai came off in her post-match at TakeOver. Looking forward to a Shirai versus Lorray grudge feud. Question: what do you guys think of Seth Rollins' Twitter war with the Indies and his antagonistic comments regarding Moxley's WWE exit? Well, we've already talked about that.
Well, we didn't mention the Moxley stuff.
Yeah.
Him mentioning Moxley just makes me... I've never heard of them ever. What is he talking about? Great, now I'm a fan of AEW. Thanks, Seth. Like, what is...
Yeah.
I don't think Seth is taking shots. I think they're friends.
I think so, yeah.
I would assume they're close. But it was just so silly. We've mentioned he's taking L's. Seth Rollins is taking L's. If you're looking to get rid of an L, give it to Seth Rollins, because he is taking them this week. Ange from Cali, a pretty awesome main event. Io is very good in the ring. She might be one of the best in the world. A Lorray Shirai feud could be the best feud in NXT if done correctly. And why do you guys think it's taking Vince so long to unleash Aleister Black on the main roster? He just
Because they're clueless.
I don't understand what they're doing with Aleister Black. The one he's basically watching Breaking Bad and reciting Walter White lines. I'm the one who knocks and all these things. Like,
it's like, meanwhile, there's like an open challenge going on in the ring, and like he's just still
so many, just so weird. I don't know. He's so good, and there's no reason to be. Is he gonna?
There are some guys where you're like, how are you getting this wrong? Like, all you need. He looks badass.
Yeah,
his
badass.
Kicks are incredible. Just come in, kick someone in the head. That moment when he stormed Full Sail, when he returned, you just have him like that, and you don't need promos. Like, honestly.
Yeah, has Vince not seen that? Because that was one of the best things ever. And that's just... And now he's chilling in a dark room in a black shirt chilling. Like, what? Like, no, dude, you were like stone cold for about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And now it's taken away, and you're on the main roster. I think he will be a future WWE champion, though. This won't hold him back. And if he's not doing too well, we'll just go to AEW.
Yeah. We have PJ River. How to buy a ring gear for half price with Nikos Rikos. Amazing. You win today. The first match was good, but I didn't like the setups to some of the big moves like the Spanish Fly. The problem with cage matches is that there are so many moments where they can open the door and escape. I enjoyed it. I'm just not sure about Io's turn since she can't do promos.
She just yells in Japanese. I don't know what's there not to like about that. Am I wrong for liking when she yells in Japanese? Sorry. Let's go to our last one here. It is Brendan from Connecticut. Meh show for me. The breakout tournament match was good, but the rest felt like killing time until the cage match. The cage match was great, though. Good in-ring storytelling. Going in, I was wondering if they would use the cage as a way to take the title off Shayna without her getting pinned or submitted, but I'm glad to see that wasn't the case. Looks like they are moving her into a program with Candice LeRae, which is great, with Shayna taking on Mia in the interim, hopefully setting up a Candice versus Shayna match later on. Ooh, nice, true. I'm sure the Mia Yim feud will be pretty good too, though.
Yeah.
Actually. Mia Yim really needs that, I think. It needs to help kind of break through.
For sure.
There. So that's our feedback. Forum.postwrestling is where you can find that. But postwrestling is where you can... Postwrestling.com, rather, is where you can find all the stuff relating to us, including the lovely little tab on the website, postwrestling.com/NXT Tailgate.
Yes.
Is where you can go.
It's selling very well. I'm feeling pretty optimistic. I think it might be a sellout.
Yeah, if you're planning to come for SummerSlam weekend here in Toronto, I highly recommend come hang out and party with us because we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some Panama City sunrises. We're gonna pop some champagne. We're gonna do
num num juice.
We're gonna have some num num juice. We're gonna watch Gargano versus Almas.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a Q&A. We're gonna play Mario Kart. And if you have candlesticks, bring them. And for $10, you can hit me with it. I don't know. Fuck it. So get your tickets to that. Get your tickets to John and Way. They're doing their show on Sunday. a live Q&A at the John Candy Box Theater. And again, you can, and of course, you can go on our Pro Wrestling Tees website, prowrestlingtees.com/upnext. Again, you can follow us, all the stuff we do, all the shenanigans we get up to on our socials. I am on Instagram and Twitter at the Brady.
And I am at Davie Portman.
Yeah, we don't bite. You're joining Way this Saturday.
Yep, I'll be covering the Fighter Fest AEW show
Awesome.
on Saturday night.
Amazing. So go listen for that and listen to us every Thursday. And again, listen to our Logan review, which will be on this very feed.
We promise it will.
Yes.
It will.
Go listen to our Logan feed. It'll be available sometime Thursday night, Friday morning, around then. And let us know what you think about our movie review and maybe what we should review next. We're not sure. There's some more 90s blockbusters out this summer, so
for sure.
Maybe we should cover some of that. So go look for that, and thank you for all the love and support. We love it. Thank you, goodbye, and be safe.
Ahoy!
First time in a long time, but it seems like just yesterday when we were side by side. Beast mode, no one's blocking our way. These other guys tried it, but them man ain't got the skills of Braden and Davie, brazen and raging, bringing you the thrills and spills. Who is the best? Not out, what is easy, coming with a champion sound. Relentless flow, and there ain't no stopping me, it's best for you to tap out. When I get on the warpath, laying the smackdown, a rumble will ensue. Herrington so ahead of them, Portman, take a Portman, that's a culture view. First time in a long time, but back like I never left. Taking each day as it comes, you know me, I don't read ahead. Watch me burn down everything, BBE on the TV set. When I'm in control on the road, you could never really know what's up next.